Hi, we are moving on to lesson 11 this week. I love this. I love all the topics, but this one is on personal financial management. And the reason I like it is it's a lot like the time management one where you have a chance to keep track of how you spend your money and then look at different things that can help you improve. So I'm just going to talk about the application activity because there are some things that you need to make sure you do. First thing is start the application activity early. Even though it's in the post gathering, it needs to be started on Monday because you need to track how you spend your money for 1 week. And that's why it tells you to start this one early. So you're going to have an expense tracking sheet that looks like this. So you can keep track of how you spend your money, how much that week you spent on tithes and offerings. And if you pay your tithing each month and it wasn't your time for you to pay it, just put a 0. You might have some categories for that week you didn't spend money in that area, and that's okay. A week is not long enough really to keep track of spending habits and really to see a pattern, but it's a good start and it will at least give you some insight into what you can improve. And I would encourage you to continue to do this for at least a month. I have found when I do it for a whole month, I'm able to see how much I spend in each category. How much did you set aside for savings, if any? Did you have any tuition and fees due this month or that week? If not, it would just be 0. Food and personal, did you spend food to go eat out or groceries? Or personal, did you go buy a new shirt? Or did you have to buy a ticket to a play? Whatever it might be. Housing, did you have rent due that month or your mortgage? If not, it would just be 0. But if you even though it wasn't that week, if you want to know how much you spend each month, you could put the money there. Did you have to pay utilities this month or that week? Did you have to buy gas? Or let's see, what else? Auto care. The oil changes down here, other transportation. If you have a bus pass, you have to pay the bus each week. How much do you spend there? So you'll just see that there's different things. Others, if there's something that you spent your money on and it doesn't have a category, put it right here and explain what it was. Like I said, maybe entertainment. My family, we're going to a movie next week or this week with all the cousins. And so I am going to need to spend, especially the more kids I have, a lot of money at the movies. So I would put what that is. If you use up all those, I could do personal and put my movie ticket cost right there. So you'll do that. You will not give me that expense tracking sheet. Instead, you just download your template and answer the questions. But that's step 4, because step number 2, after all week you're tracking your spending, but you also need to go into some financial calculators and explore 3. Okay? This is an area I have a lot of students sometimes miss. They only do 1 or 2. They want you to spend at least 20 minutes, and that's why you can get through at least 3 or more calculators that are wonderful. There's different ones about how long will it take for me to pay off debt? How long will it take for me to save up for this amount of money? Then, number 3, you need to make a little monthly budget. Decide how much do you make, how much do you want to spend in each area, and plan it out. So it gives you the steps there. Then, number 4, you download the template and answer these questions. In which category do you seem to be spending the right amount of money, the appropriate? Like, oh yeah, I'm spending the right amount on my tithing. What area do you spend too much? Sometimes maybe I'm eating out too much, so I spend a lot on food. What category do you spend too little? Maybe I don't have anything in my savings, or I didn't put any money aside for savings, so that's too little. Write a paragraph about your insights. So a paragraph, at least 3 sentences I want to see to get a paragraph, okay? Tell me, oh, I was surprised how much I spent in this area, or I was surprised that I did pretty good at saving in this area. I would like to do this to try to improve. Then tell me which 3 calculators or more that you explored, and then write a paragraph to describe which one financial calculator was the most beneficial and why. Don't forget the word why. Don't forget to tell me why that was such a beneficial calculator. And then tell me what you learned and any insights into that calculator that was your favorite. That is application activity this week. So it's kind of a lot. Track your spending, explore financial calculators, and then come up with a budget. So let me know if you have questions. and I'm excited to see what you learn. This is something I've always am working on, I feel like, but really since September 1st, my husband and I have really tried to track our spending. It's tricky when there's two of you because sometimes he spends and forgets to tell me. And so I want a true picture of how much we're spending in all our categories. And I've been tracking using a expense calculator, or on this one they call it the expense tracking sheet. I have an Excel spreadsheet that I've been using, and I have loved to each month look and say, ooh, we struggled in this area. What can we do this month to get better at saving in that area? Or we spent a lot on whatever it might be. And maybe each month we kind of set some goals. And so I think it's been great, and I hope you enjoy it. If you're already really good at spending money, do it anyway, and I'm sure you'll learn something new. So I look forward to a great week, and I have written in my note that Thanksgiving is this week for those in the United States, and so we honor that on Thursday. So I will not be, us instructors get that day off. I won't be checking emails on Thursday. So if you email me late Wednesday night or Thursday morning or sometime during Thursday, I will get back to you Friday morning. So I'm sorry, I have to respond within 24 hours except for this time because I have that day off. But let me know if you have any questions any other days, and I will get back to those of you. And if you are in the U.S., some of you are, your gathering will be canceled Thursday, but just make sure you send me that email to let me know. But those outside of the U.S., you'll still have gathering. So have a great week, everyone.